Alright, the ladies and gentlemen, John Suitepee here, and after doing an hour of Doom earlier, it's time to play some Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends. And today, it is time for part 6 of Diao Chan's campaign, the Battle at Chibi.
Diao Chan! You know what happens to those who defy me? You both shall pay!
Need to work on that speech, buddy. Again. Alright, so here we are, Battle of Chibi. The last time we were here in Extreme Legends, we commanded the mighty Wu Bu. This time around, we're commanding the not so mighty but still highly influential Diao Chan. Story time!
The battle at Yiling ends in victory for Lu Bu. With the destruction of Shu, it seems that Dong Zhuo has no enemies left to fight. It is now that Lu Bu suddenly declares independence in Wu and stands against his former master under the advice of Diao Chan. This has been her intention all along. Dong Zhuo was infuriated by the news of Lu Bu's revolt. This man, whom Dong Zhuo loved like a son, has betrayed him. His beloved Diao Chan allying herself with Lu Bu only adds insult to his injury. Dong Zhuo immediately organizes an invasion force.
Go that quick.
Dong Zhuo's massive fleet covers the Changjiang River. In response, Lu Bu gathers elite Wu soldiers skilled in naval combat and lies in wait at Chibi. This is where the villain Dong Zhuo will fall. Vowing these words in her heart, Diao Chan prepares for the final battle.
Upset this shouldn't be the final battle. At least not unless she only has 6 missions in her campaign, which I don't think she does. But anyway, so once again, she basically turns Wu Bu against Dong Zhuo and has them fight each other. The intention being that Wu Bu to kill Dong Zhuo for her plan. So, there's the commander, Lu Bu. And there's us, our own officer once again. There's Zhang Liao, and a bunch of others we do not care about. Apparently we're supposed to have some Wu troops, but I don't see any. And for Dong Zhuo's forces, there is Dong Zhuo, that fat pig. There's a bunch of other generics we also do not care about. But for those who remember last time, Dong Zhuo doesn't exactly come alone, and some others will show up to annoy us in a bit. So, condition-wise, we must defeat Dong Zhuo. We must prevent Wu Bu or ourselves from being defeated. I don't foresee that being a problem, since although it does seem a little bit different from the last time I remember this ish with Wu Bu and Diao Chan. I could be wrong. Anyway, equipment wise, now thankfully we got our 3rd tier weapon in the last map, the Gold Orb, which gives us plus 40 to attack, and also some nice deep bomb recovery. And we're probably going to need that extra weapon power because I've been given a challenge today by Trent Jordan Vargas 5th. He seems to have added 2 nicknames together almost, it seems like. He's basically challenging us to put all our items on defense. So with that in mind, I accept the challenge and we'll do just that. So we're going to have bow defense, we're going to have mounted defense, regular defense. And I need to find some other stuff defense-wise. Let me see. Defense. No, I think that's it. We only got bow defense, mine defense, and that. I guess we could have luck. That's kind of defense, I suppose, by proxy. But other than that, I don't think there's anything really we have, defense-wise. But I think he wants to challenge me to use it without my... I think he's challenging me to have all my defense Anything to do with defense? Well, maybe there are some other items, but I don't have them. But I'll do my best to make it as challenging as possible. So we have all the kind of defense, no aggressive items at all, but we will have a horse. And I'm going to pick the hex mark this time. Just because. So let's see how well I do on a very defensive front. And another thing I was told by Sword of Heaven 89 is that I should have been picking a very specific option from the beginning in terms of growth type for my bodyguards. Basically, I should be picking custom because this allows you to select where the growth points go each level. And also, it'll also allow me to upgrade the class of the bodyguards, which will allow them to gain more life and Muzu as well. Apparently each time they gain a class. So that's why they've been privates for so long and haven't ranked up, because you have to set it yourself. So I'm going to send it to custom from now on in the future. That being said, otherwise, item-wise, I'm actually going to swap them around a bit. I'm going to equip them with the, what is it? Oh, do I have a certain type of weapon as well? Oh yeah, I do. Give me a second. I'm going to be equipping them with the steel crossbow this time around. There's a reason for this. There's a reason why I'm also going to be switching the options from attack to defense. Methinks. Because I've also been asked to do another challenge on this map in particular, as was a suggestion by... Oh, god damn it, I'm actually going to have to look up my YouTube comment list here. Let's see. Where is it? I know I had it on my list. Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. It was on my list all along. Whoops. Sorry about that. You might see a mouse cursor for 2 seconds. But basically I was given such a hint by Harrison Smith, who basically says that there's an item I can get on this map, but the conditions are I must defeat every single officer and every single general by myself, except Dong Zhuo at the end. So I'll get an item called the Divine Helm if I do this. So I'm going to put my bodyguards on defense, and otherwise we're going to roll out. So I don't want them to be too aggressive. I want them to attack if I get wounded or something, but otherwise I want them to stay back. So we have a defense challenge running.
Leave the west bank to me.
Jesus
All
Christ,
units, advance along the east bank.
Fast.
I shall not rest until I have the head of Dong Zhuo.
That was actually quite quick, surprisingly.
Diao Chan, your place is here, in the main camp.
Nope. Not doing that, Dwoo. Alright, so we need to kill every single sub-officer very carefully. So, the first mission will be to take out Zurong and Zhao Shen. That will be our first task. So while they're kind of isolated, I think we shall proceed to do that. Oh wow, they're actually firing arrows. The other reason I've equipped them with the crossbow is that at the end of this map, even if we fail, they should get their 3rd tier crossbow. And now we pretty much set the bodyguard weapons. I'll have both a crossbow and a spear at rank 3, so I won't have to worry about it. Alright, good. We found his sub-officer. So we're going to try and kill every single sub-officer and every single officer one by one. This will be kind of hard, though. Mostly because... Anyway, check out the 5th weapon. Oh, wow. She has a split attack of some sorts. Huh. It goes off at an angle, which is kind of weird. The hard part about this will be making sure our AI doesn't actually kill any of the sub-officers while we're off camera. That could be kind of tricky. So we may have to do a bit of morale manipulation, or we may just have to be very well placed for the entire map. Basically, if any AI kills any officer off screen, then we lose the challenge. I hope this item will be worth it then. Where is... Oh my god, there's 2 of them fighting already. Okay, good. They both have no sub-officers left, so we can just kill them and make this... One of them is down there. So this could be interesting. It's kind of good that I'm mixing things up a little bit. I'm glad that someone's giving these challenges out. It will make this a lot more interesting, in my opinion. I was firstly expecting a 5th attack to be a bit more combo based, but whatever. Alright, 3 mains down for the count. Wow, look at that lack of life. That's going to be interesting as well. No life, no supercharge. Sorry if I keep checking the map. So this is going to be a very defensive run. I might actually die for this. Wow. She doesn't get too much range on her attacks, as you can see. Should be more than enough. Alright, so morale's going up to half. This should be fine for now. Allies tend to mostly kill off people when they're about 3/4 mostly. With the I'm getting to jump there like an idiot. I'm not really going to focus on combos here so much because of the challenge, so I'm just going to try and kill them as fast as possible. Besides, I'm quite happy with the bodyguard development, so to be quite frank, since we have our 3rd tier weapon and everything, we don't really need to worry about getting extra points. And because our bodyguards can survive now, combos aren't going to be as big a priority, except for my own enjoyment. It's why people like, let's see, who's next? I probably should go to this. Just make it there, the screen. Pop-ups. It's why people, even though they don't need to do combos, they just do it for fun. Like, Devoted Game X will do that as well, even though he has no reason to combo a dead enemy. He just does it to try for fun. It tends to be a trade-off like juggling. He just play a lot of fighting games too, so it makes sense in that regard. And, you know, nothing wrong with trying to get a combo.
They must have thought they could get by me.
As such. Alright, nope, I think it's wrong detour there. As such. And speaking of that, reinforcements. Alright, let's see. Any officers of note? I think it's just sub-officers that have shown up. I don't recall this last time, actually, where we got reinforcements and not. This is what.
Give them cause to fear.
But anyway, we'll have to make sure we take out all his sub-officers. I mean, one of them appeared over here, so maybe that's a clue as to how to take out his sub-officers then. Yeah, that must be it. This must be part of the challenge. It's giving us a clue where to head. So, Hein Fu Song. Weren't you a defender at the Battle of the Yellow Turbans? I'm sure that name's familiar. I'm pretty sure he was at the Diao Chan Rebellion in some form. What's he doing with Dong Zhuo's forces? Oh well, whatever. Let's just finish him off as quickly as possible. Finish him off. Bam. Alright, take that. So that's sub-officer number 1 out of the way. Now there were 2 others. I need to track their positions. Let's see. Actually, those reinforcements have appeared. So the other 2 appeared on the right-hand side where we're zerging just a bit.
Don't fall behind.
We're not making good progress down that side. Actually, we're making more progress on that side than we are here. So we need to rush all the way over there and take out the other 2 sub-officers of Dong Zhuo. So we basically have to keep this battle at a very fine balance where we don't completely screw up to the point where Wu Bu or myself might die, but at the same time we...
What's wrong? Are we being pushed back? Leave room! Do something!
Leave it to me.
Okay, this is different. We didn't get any of this last time. Dong Zhuo's ships have disengaged and are heading south. What?
What is this?
My sentiments exactly.
How could you leave an ally behind?
I'm a little confused there, actually. What ally? So apparently he's disengaged some of his ships. And Li Ju seems to have something of a plan. This didn't happen when we played on the Wu Bu. It seems like different events are happening here. Gee. As if 2 challenges is not enough, we have a 3rd. Figuring out what's going to happen. But credit to Omega Force and Kowai for making this a more interesting, slightly different map at least. Feel. Just that alone. Alright, so we need to be making sure we take out that sub-officer. Here he is, Zhang Shao. It would be nice to take out all the sub-officers first, so I know I'm not going to miss any. I was actually just thinking of, ow, not good.
Show them our strength.
Alright, let's see if we can take him out quickly. Oh, nice. Bodyguard with a very nice interruption there. Now let me finish him. Yeah. Got him.
I defeated an officer.
Oh, god damn it, I need some help now. Wow, that side attack makes it. Oh man, I don't want to use one of you guys as a guard, Captain. You're not. You're just a regular guard. Yeesh. At least one of you could have been a guard captain. Holy moly, I need some help actually.
We must fight well.
Get out of here. Time to spin to win. Maybe he's a guard captain. No, he's not a guard captain either. Oh well, there's some health. Good. 205. Okay, so I think there was one other left. I think there's one more left and he's down here if I remember the initial reinforcement arrived thing. And then we should be clear on Dong Zhuo's sub-officers. Let's have a check. This will also allow me to take care of a gate captain while I'm here, so I might as well do that as well. Well, not too late for the party. Stun you guys. Ugh. Right, man, I'm knocking him too close to the actual gate. I need to pull away a bit.
We must avenge our lord! Send them to the bottom of the Changjian!
Okay. Why? So Wu have shown up again.
Their main camp.
He sounds so whiny.
Forget about them. Forward!
Ha! They are but fleas annoying a glorious tiger.
Okay, so it looks like the Wu force have shown up, and oh boy did they ever show up. Alright, Zazu's still around somewhere. This battle hand's in a very precautious balance right now. Oh, I see. Wei Wu was retreated. So now we gotta deal with Hung Gai, Gan Ning, Wu Meng, and Tai Chi. This is where things get a little difficult. We're actually gonna have to go north. I don't think Zaisu. I think Jiazu is near Dong Zhuo anyway, so we should be able to pull back.
They've joined.
But now we're going to have to deal with the remnant Wu forces who have decided to join the battle.
I'm Gan Ning of Wu. Who are you?
Diao Chan of, well, whatever you want to call this. So first, let's deal with Mr. Annoying Muzu man. If I can actually see him, which I can't. Leave my bodyguards alone, you jerk!
There's more of them.
Oh, I can't break his guard, that sucks. Bam! Hopefully he won't do too much damage or any with his Muzu at all, if we can help it. As I said before, and I'll say many more times, watch the Muzu. Uh-oh. Wow, bodyguards with another nice intervention there. Oh, no, you don't. God damn it, this lack of health is really biting into me now. Certainly likes that. Need to be careful here. We get him out into the air quickly. Quick, we die! Yes! Got him.
I really messed up today.
Good. Riddance. Okay. So 1 down, 3 to go in terms of the remnant Wu soldiers. I need some health again, actually. There's a guard captain. Don't think there'll be one among that lot, unfortunately. Oh, hold on, he might. No, these guys aren't worth bothering with. Sadly.
Another army?
Ah, come on. Oops. Yay! There we go. Some health. Brilliant. Uh-oh. Have we already lost one? Oh, no! No! Damn it! Where's Wu Meng? Oh no, what happens? Actually, where has he gone? Did Wu Meng get defeated? What? I'm confused. Where's Wu Meng? Oh no, he must have been defeated already. Damn it. We're doing so well, he got defeated before the ticker caught up. Oh man, that is sucky. Oh. Well, we failed the challenge then. I didn't think this was going to be done, to be honest. It's just difficult.
This will be your last battle.
Well, we tried. Obviously, this Divine Helm must be a very good item to have that kind of requirement. And we'd probably have to manipulate the AI to screw up big time just to prevent them from killing anyone. Yeah, we defeated Wu Meng's troop, unfortunately. The idiot ran off. So now we'll have to play the mission as normal. Sorry, Harrison Smith, no Divine Helm for me. Just a bit of music there. Oh well.
Next time, no matter where, I will not lose.
I didn't really hear your voice, actually. So, there we go. Noble voice, there. Okay, so challenge has failed. Now we just do the mission as normal. Get it done. Oh, I'm kind of good. I thought we could at least have an exciting conclusion to failing the challenge, not just, oh, he just wiped himself out by charging straight at Lu Bu like an idiot.
Anybody like to take me on?
I will. Mr. Hung guy. Time for the old combo again. It's a shame I can't reset my bodyguard's AI tactics mid-battle. At least I don't think I can. Alright, let's just kick him. There we go. Get out.
Oh, will this battlefield be my last? Oh.
I defeated an officer.
Okay, so that's the Wu army dealt with. Now to go deal with whatever's left of Dong Zhuo's forces. But I wonder what Lei Wu's suspicious troop movement was all about. Didn't seem to actually do anything, apart from running back to base. Maybe he figured he would protect his master or some shit, I don't know. So, I guess I should get on with the other comments readings now, since I don't have to focus on the challenge anymore. I got the comment from 4Leg1 about playing other Muzu games. I have to agree with you there. He basically said he'd like me to play a game I'm less familiar with. You know, in terms of, like, I know all the events and stuff. And I have to admit, it does kind of... I think I touched upon this last time. I sort of said, well, I do know sort of most of the events of the Dynasty Warriors 3 game, and to some extent 4 as well. So I agree that perhaps playing a game where I don't quite know the events is not a bad idea. Because the good thing about these games is that it's not like playing a blind playthrough where you don't know what you're doing. Because these games are quite simple, really, in execution. I could essentially play a game for like half an hour, get all the controls, and then just basically,
There is more of them.
I could sort of just play, so that's a good thing about it. I mean, I know a little bit about Samurai Warriors, which I might play in the future. Should definitely play in the future. Actually, I've been criminally ignoring.
I defeated an officer.
Criminally ignoring Samurai Warriors 1 in the past. But it would be nice to play a game where I don't quite know all the stuff, you know, to be genuinely impressed by a new event, say. Wow, what about the fact it's so quick other than normal attacks? So good. Allows me to sort of quickly turn, like I go, oh, I don't want to attack now. Diao Chan's been a very fun character to play as. I actually kind of thought Diao Chan would be kind of irritating to play as, but She's proven to be quite fun, actually. Just because of the fact she's a bit more about fast speed. Reminds me a bit of Senji, actually, in her character mechanics and stuff, but a bit different.
We will crush them.
I think there's a gate captain around here. Yep, let's go deal with him. And I also had a comment from JNB19941, who basically mentioned about Gundam Warriors. Wow, I guess that's weird. No! No, you don't, buddy. Get out of it. Yes! I got the 8 hit, I think. Yeah, nice. Nicely secured there. But, yeah, Gundam Warriors was mentioned. You basically asked if I'd ever played it before. And truth be told, when I used to have an Xbox 360, I actually picked up Gundam Warriors 1. I'm not a fan of the anime itself. I've not even seen the anime before having played it, but I just saw the description of the game, it looked kind of cool, and I gave it a try, and I've actually managed to completely beat that game. I unlocked every character, every suit. I think the only thing after that is like items for hard mode, but I didn't bother with that because what's the point? There is no point after that, to be honest. After doing all that, but I spent over maybe 80, 90, 100 hours beating the entire game, and it was pretty good actually. The combat of Gundam Warriors 1 is actually really very different in a way. It feels like a Dynasty Warriors game, but then it feels its own entity as well. It's a bit more fast-paced. You can do like dashes and stuff like that. It does feel very, very different, and I really did like the game for the longest time, but the only problem was the characters didn't really feel that unique. I mean, basically you chose a pilot, and you chose a mech, a suit, or what they called it, and check I had to hold my conversation, just see if Dong Zhuo's nope, okay, can carry on. So, I actually like the game, but the problem is you pick a pilot, then you pick a suit, and to begin with, you think everything feels unique, you know, pilots and suits, but the problem is, as far as I could tell, if you could pick any pilot you wanted, it didn't matter a damn, because the suit is what made the character's weapons stick out. I mean, I think there were some slight stat differences, but you could grind your suit, and yeah, I think, yeah, and once you had your level 10 suit, you were good to go. I mean, you did have to sort of get your pilot's competency with the suit up to max, whatever, to use it to its full potential, I think, if I remember. Like, level 10 suit, but you had, if you wanted to get, like, all the Muzu bars and stuff, you had to, like, I've only just defeated 50 now. I'm surprised. But, basically, like, what I noticed is that some characters basically have different sort of names of the suits, but they're exactly the same. Like, there was a character called Haman, I think, female, and she basically had the same suit as two other characters called Piru 1 and Piru Mark 2, who were basically just, they all used the same suit. I think the Muzus were very slightly different, but other than that, they were basically much clone characters, and they had the same suit, same attacks. Yeah, one of them was white, one of them was pink, one of them was orangey red, but it was the same character suit essentially in the game. And I just found that a bit disappointing because, you know, I was kind of thinking the suits, the pilots would matter, but they really didn't. So essentially there was a lot less character options than I thought in Gundam Warriors. It's starting to sound like a bit of a review of Gundam Warriors, but I invested so much time in it. You know, I was really disappointed in the fact that when I was unlocking these new characters, it was like, oh, I've played this suit before. And granted, you could change the suits. You could make a character a different suit after you'd beat them in the game once or something like that, so in the original mode, but it just wasn't the same. It just felt very weird. It's like if you played, say, I don't know, Wu Bei, Cao Cao, and Sun Jian, and they all had the same moveset, which they don't. They have very different movesets, even though they use a very similar style of weapon. So I just found that a bit disappointing. And the other disappointment was there was a character in Gundam Warriors, which was on the box, back cover. It was a Samurai Warrior suit. It was basically designed after Samurai Warriors, and it was a little tribute to that. Such a gate captain over there. I might just take care of it. I may need some more details in the last mission. But yeah, take care of some of the bullshit. Oh god, where's Wu Bu? Oh, whatever. We have max morale. We will be fine for a few moments. Let me finish my little rant here. So basically, I played the entire game and I saw that suit and I thought, yeah, I can't wait to play a campaign mode of that guy, because he's basically the main protagonist of the original mode, which is by basically there were two modes. There was an official, which was based off the anime, and there was a original, which was basically a bit like this, where you just mix and mash and have all kinds of crazy shit happen with a nice cool story afterward. It was pretty interesting. There were nice new maps and stuff, etc. It got a bit repetitive eventually, but it was alright. But on the cover you can see the person playing as a samurai, the main enemy of the game. And I was kind of hoping to play as the big bad boss monster. I'm actually having to remember slightly correctly now, so I was actually wrong. There was a samurai suit which I unlocked and you can play as, but there was also a boss enemy which was like a sort of big AI thing. And I wanted to play as that big AI thing in a campaign mode. And I was also wondering if the samurai suit had its own AI campaign mode. I think they were the same. Yeah, they were the same actually, now that I think about it. But basically, despite there is no campaign mode for the just checking this north as well. There was no campaign mode for the big bad samurai boss. Unless you have this extended version, which only came out, I think, on the fucking Wii. I think. I may be really correcting this wrong, but basically you couldn't play as a campaign as the giant boss monster or as the samurai suit. You could play as a samurai suit, but
Lord Dong Zhuo, I have come here to take your life.
You impertinent nobody! I will teach you!
then we'll cutscene to Wu Bu and Dong Zhuo. I mean, actually kind of like the fact they put a lot of significance on that. It's pretty nice. Alright, Dong Zhuo. You have caused enough tyranny, and I, the lovely Diao Chan, will end your life now. Surrounded by all these Wu guys. You probably would have had the same ambitions. This shouldn't take very long. You're surrounded and there's no friends. And he's getting impaled by archers. So, in some respects, Gundam 1 was good combat-wise, but it was a bit shallow in the long run. Whereas, like, when you play different characters in Dynasty Warriors, they are mostly different. So even though you might get similar maps and stuff, at least there's a new character's sort of attack mechanics to learn. Would I play Gundam Warriors 1 as a Let's Play? I might do, if I can reacquire it somehow. But I also have the sequel.
No, my plan is all ruined now.
And Dong Zhuo dies again. That was ridiculously easy. I think with Wu Bu we had a scrap. Diao Chan was just a beatdown. But I actually have Gundam Warriors 2 on my PS3. If I can ever get that running, I might do a Let's Play of that in the future. Alright, so, summation of the battle at Chibi. We tried to do the Divine Guard challenge, as Harrison Smith suggested, and we were doing okay for the longest time. Took out Wei Meng and Zhurong, the sub-officers fine. Then Wu showed up and Wei Meng died instantly. And look at that. He shows up and he's literally defeated moments later. That was just, so lame. And then the challenge was over, so we took out Hung Yai, Gan Ning, and Daisachi. Then we took out Wei Wu. A cutscene where he ran back south and nothing happened. I don't know why that triggered. That was a bit weird. Was there supposed to be a payoff from that? Don't know. A bit strange there. Then we took out Li Ju. Then the gate officer. Gate captain fell. And then it was time for the grand fight, which was just a beatdown. And under 22 minutes. Alright, so Great Maces. And of course. Wow. Mounted attack plus 30. Ooh, let's go for that one, I think. That could be fun. Might see how powerful it is next time, if there is a next time, of course. Bodyguard weapon, come on, no! No third tier weapon. Aw, that is... ugh. Oh well, got plus 26 Muzu max, that's useful, I guess. Somewhat. Alright then, so 6,700 points on development. Let's check out that custom thing, shall we? If it pops up this time. And it will. Got a growth point, so I guess we'll get to allocate it after the battle. So we're now a second South General. Any more growth points for the bodyguards? Nope. We'll have to see how that's allocated afterwards. It's going to take a moment. First East General. Yep, that's two. Pretty much can write everything now. I think. Okay, so... there we go. And here's our menu for picking what we want. So we can go like Muzu, attack, defense, or class. Okay, let's make them a sergeant. As you can see, it also slightly upgrades their life. So let's do it. Sergeant. Done. So they are now a sergeant. Excellent. We managed to get more points than Wu Bei did on this. My Wu Bei playthrough. And as well as Wu Bu and Sang Jiao. Seems like all my characters have come to this map at some point. Won't be surprised if every character ended up at Chibi at some point. We'll see. Didn't appear on the KO rankings like Wu Bu. Wasn't as fast as Wu Bei or Sang Jiao, but beat Wu Bu's time. Alright, I don't think this is the last mission, but if it is, I'll be a little bit surprised. So let's see if it is or not. And no. Instead, it's going to end on Diao Chan's escape, which I actually thought we would do before the battle at Chibi. So that's interesting. The last time we were here, we did this because it was a precursor for getting Wu Bu to fight Dong Zhuo. Now it's happening afterwards. Well, could be a nice twist in the tale. So then, that was the battle at Chibi with Diao Chan. What did you all think of that? Did you like the extra stuff that happened? And was there a purpose to it that perhaps I missed out on? Do you think there was a better way I could have done the Divine Helm challenge? And any more item suggestions for the future? Any more challenges you want me to take on? Like Trent Jordan Vargas 5th Accepted? It was certainly challenging having low HP, that's for sure, after being used to having a lot of health to play with. Well, having a lot of defense helped too. And what do you think will happen next time in Diao Chan's finale as she attempts to escape from Wu Bu for some reason? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you all next time for the end of the lovely Diao Chan's campaign. Farewell, Dynasty Warriors fans, farewell.